Welcome to the surreal and secretive world obscured beneath the veil. Be advised that this series may contain mature themes, disturbing descriptive imagery, as well as intense situations. You are listening to Operation Toothache. The following episode contains spoilers for Delta Green Module Night Visions from Control Group. When we last left off, JJ, you retrieved the bazooka from the storage caves.
Thank God.
And Roy, you had just jogged back after sending a broadcast to command. The three of you, standing next to your Jeep, which is at the footbridge, and you are surrounded by a small crowd of Gath. You witness a rather shockingly violent reprimand against a child. The young boy had pointed at Hoagie, and he proclaimed, "Ormat, Ormat," and in response, a Gath male struck him in the ear hard enough to make his eardrum rupture. His ear is bleeding, and you watch as a Gath woman scoops up the screaming boy and carries him towards the large cave entrance past the poppy fields.
I got the bazooka. Maybe, I don't know. We should probably bring it back before they want to steal it again.
Oh, no, you're back. Yeah, I'm glad we got that back. Let's take that back up to the truck.
I think, this is my hunch, Sergeant. I want to maybe bring in the other guys before we meet Ormat. I have a bad feeling.
I agree. It's not in our normal repertoire of meeting random people and not killing them.
Mm-hmm. What do we say? We hop in the Jeep, Sarge, run back, rally with the troops, pick up Roy, and I can kind of give you the rundown of what I saw in them caves.
That sounds good. We've had kids get disciplined pretty badly, but I've never seen someone hit a kid in the face before, especially not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm like, kind of close the Jeep door, like, chink, and then I stick the key in the ignition.
I got a weird theory here. I'm going to sound crazy, which is why I think we need to meet back with the other guys. I've been noticing, if you look at the people, essentially the taller they are, the more of these scars they got.
Okay.
They're pointing at Hoagie too. And even on top of this, when I was in their storage caves, they have food and supplies. They're all throughout all these caves. They're not short on food at all.
Wait, you're telling me that they've got whole hordes of supplies in that cave?
Guns, food, anything you want.
And they look like they haven't eaten in months.
Here's my theory. I think Ormat is keeping these people under a certain weight for whatever reason. Whether it's cutting them out with these scars or malnourishing them.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
They're pointing at Hoagie. I think they're going to try and do it to us.
That's, I definitely think that, our boys are the paramount safety here. This isn't a go in and start a fight mission, but, they looked like they were well armed. When we got down there, I saw almost like an anti-aircraft gun and like a cannon. I mean, these are tribal people. They haven't had contact for a while, we thought, and now you're telling me that they have an entire cavern full of food and weapons?
AKs, automatic weapons, food. They're hoarding this, but they're not using it.
Okay. And the weapons, like the guns we've seen on the guards, I mean, they look older. Like, they're not like too old, but
They're like World War I, maybe some World War II era. They are older.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the weapons are older. It's not like the spooks armed them or anything. So I mean, we haven't had any intel about them having contact with this tribe either.
Something's fishy.
I agree. That's really odd, especially if we don't have any intel of any other countries coming in and contacting them either. You said AKs?
Are AKs a thing in 50?
Yeah. I think the Kalashnikov's pretty old.
Okay.
But let me check.
It would be like World War One, some World War Two. That's kind of more modern, but mostly like World War One S. So there's some more modern guns.
Actually, 1947 when he designed the AK-47.
AK-47.
That makes sense. So
Okay.
I never knew that. So you'd probably see maybe you would see the guards around the Ormat's place had a couple of AKs.
Okay.
But for the most part, most of the guys who are walking around who aren't directly guarding the Ormat have like Tommy gun type World War One style.
Okay.
Some bolt actions in there, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Yeah. Springfield, sweet. So I'm like, we're like cruising along, and I'm like, Private Hunter, you're telling me they've got rations that aren't rotten, food that's in the caves. They have weapons that predate our being here and the war in Korea from other countries. Is that true?
That's what I'm saying, Sarge. Something's up. They're starving themselves, yet they have abundance of food.
I think this intel would be good to get back to command once we get back up to the road. This seems like a powder keg at any second.
That's true. I'm glad we set up that comm system. We get backup if we get, ambushed.
Definitely. I remember that trick we used to relay on the islands. If once comms went down in a certain platoon, I'm pretty sure Beta Squad came up with that. It was 2 hours checkpoint, and if someone was down, we immediately sent in the PJs and any other rescue squad we could. But no, it was honest. Oh man, that was a shit show. Going in with an escape plan would probably be a good idea.
I'm with you. I think if we get back to that half track and that 50 with the radio, I think it will feel a lot better.
Definitely.
So let's keep this Jeep close.
And keep them away from our keys and our guns.
Bazookas or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good eye, Hunter. Let's get up there in radio command then. Okay. Roy, what do you think about all this? Did you hear anything from command?
They are tracking on the check-in system we have implemented. How I feel about everything that you and the corporal just went over. I feel a little uneasy.
Yeah, it's this is definitely not a situation that we've been in before. So, and Hunter, when we get back down there, I wanna maybe we get a more closer report on the squares of skin that they've been extracted from. I mean, POWs come back with missing fingers and everything, but this looks a lot more primal.
I agree. Yeah, I got an idea. I could maybe, Roy, maybe you can talk with one of the guards since you guys become friendly. I could look them over a little bit closer.
Corporal, you know what? I can sure try.
That's what I like to hear.
That's right, boys. All right, Alpha, let's get back up there, and as we pull up, I guess I'm like, all right, let's get that radio up, private, and get that intel out there.
Okay, am I close enough to drop and make the call, or do I need to run out somewhere again?
You're good. I think you probably set up around the same spot that you did last time.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm like, Roy, get that out to command. I'm gonna go liaise with Bravo and see if they've had any other incidences.
Yes, Sergeant. I run over. Command, this is Nice Guy. Command, come in. This is Nice Guy, over.
Command, we read you. Nice Guy, over.
Just a quick update for you. If you don't recall, we have made contact with the indigenous folk. They seem to be well armed, well stocked with provisions. Despite their frail build, we are also in contact with their tribe leader. They do not seem to be violent, though the stock hold that they have at the moment is a concern. On top of that, it seems that they are doing rituals on each other, unsure of what that is at the moment, but they have several scars going up their arms and legs. It looks like they're taking chunks of skin out of their bodies. I don't know if it is voluntary or involuntary, over.
Command reads. Can you elaborate on the stockholds you said that are of a concern?
Yes, Command. It looks like some World War I to World War II weapons, some air defense as well. Seems to be in that range. I didn't get to see it myself, but the sergeant corporal saw it firsthand, to my knowledge, and they said it was worth calling in. Over.
Understood, we read that. As a secondary objective, if you can figure out, just for intel's sake, a little bit more on their air defenses, if you say they have them, what they have and where, as well as what you're speaking of with these, this mutilation.
The mutilation I can speak on, command. They are square chunks taken out of the skin. It seems pretty deep. If I do recall, like, you can see a bit of muscle missing from these scars. They are crude looking, not precise. As for the air defenses, I recall... Can I look around really quick, Trevor? Do we see anything else?
Well, okay, so you're at the dam, so I don't know if you see anything else looking around, but you would remember on top of the Ormat's building, there was essentially like an 18th century cannon.
Okay, so, and on top of the main building, or what appears to be, has a cannon on top of it. Over.
Okay, we read. Nice guy. Sounds good. Be on the lookout, and if you, we would like to know a little bit more about whatever they're doing to themselves, if you can report back on that when you find more info.
Hopefully we'll get some more intel over to you here soon. Over.
Understood. Command out.
Take care. Over and out.
Okey smoky.
Good job, Private.
Everything's relayed over. Thank you, Corporal. They seem to be very interested in the scars, just like you, Corporal. So, yes, that is a primary objective that I've been tasked with.
Let's take a look at one of these guards over here. I'll gesture over for Lee to come as well if he's still with us.
Yeah, Lee's with you.
Lee, can you talk with this guard over here? Ask or tell him we have some questions about. I'll point to one of his scars on him, about one of his wounds and how he got it.
So you, Roy, and Lee step aside to talk to one of the guards here. Both of you may roll persuasion, but Roy, you get a plus 20%.
Oh my, okay.
Damn, 18.
Okay. Yeah, both of you succeed.
Let's go.
The plus 20%, I'll just tell you, is because I think these guards, after your whole display and show, feel a little bit more camaraderie towards you. So that's why you got the bonus. So Lee talks to them and relays what you guys are asking. And the Gath guard, he looks at Roy and he shrugs, you know, and he replies and says, or Lee would say, the marks are for when the Gath do not give enough to the tribe. He say what is owed is removed and offered in the sacrifice as kunkalu to the Ormat and Abadeth.
That was a mouthful. I'm trying to write that down.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, I should take notes.
Okay, the marks are when the Gath do not give enough to the tribe. I didn't get the second part about a ritual.
He say what is owed get removed and offer in sacrifice as kunkalu to the Ormat, Abadleth, and Tuathan to keep the Gath safe, he say.
Okay. JJ's scribbling as fast as he can. A lot of misspelling on those.
I will paste their spellings into the chat.
Thank you, Lee.
Do you think they're eating them?
I don't.
Can we ask, like, what happens with?
We can.
I don't want to ask in like a fucked up way.
Can Lee, could you explain to him that I'm a doctor and if I can look closer at these wounds?
He asks, and I'll just go off of your persuade for this. He seems a little hesitant, but he nods.
Okay, I'll kind of approach, slowly. I assume this is on his calf, so I'll kind of kneel down and start inspecting it. Just not really touching it, just kind of looking at it pretty closely.
Okay.
I assume I kind of see similar things that I did before, with it kind of being crudely cut out.
Yes, and last time you rolled medicine to look at it, so I'm not gonna make you roll again because you succeeded, but you're also not gonna get a whole lot more information. But to reiterate, because it's been 2 weeks, they are square scars. They're roughly 2 inches on each side, and they get pretty deep into the muscle for the scars. They do look like they were deliberately cut out with some sort of knife.
As I'm looking at his wound, is there more on this guy's body as I kind of look over him more than just square scars? Like, is there larger wounds / cuts, or is there more damage to him?
You count 5 of them.
5, okay.
Are they like I guess not random, but like on the arm? Are they other places on the body? Right?
Arms and legs, like from what you can tell. It does seem like they are kind of random. Like there's no specific place that they're frequently removed from.
Okay.
Can Lee, I have another question. Can you ask, when he spoke earlier about what is owed to the tribe, can he go into that more? Like, what specifically do they owe to the tribe?
He say the Ormat protect the tribe from their enemy, and they owe the Ormat for that protection. And the Tuathan and Abidleth.
Who is their enemy?
He say anyone that wish to get harm.
Would he consider... what does he consider us right now?
Guest.
Guess, okay.
What does he consider me right now?
He smiles and he says, he say that you are entertaining guest.
There we go, Private. Another question for them, Lee. When was the last time that they had an enemy in their, or should I say, a large group of enemies that came through?
Oh, that's a good question.
He say that they have been left alone for a long time due to the protection of the Tuathan.
Who is Aboleth and Tuathan?
Abidleth is their immortal patron and guardian, what they call the Sky Howler. The Tuathan, he say, are the child of Abidleth and the Ormat, who serve as guardians for the Gath.
Does live with Ormat in the large building in the center?
He doesn't reply, but he smiles wryly and he makes this whistling noise as he waves his arms around his head.
Huh.
How does he do that?
He makes a whistling sound. He sort of like waves his arms over his head as if he's like, it looks like he's like maybe flying or swimming or something is like sort of the motion he's making, but it's kind of
Yeah. Okay. I think Ralph like just kind of like casually walks back over to you guys.
What was Ralph doing? I don't want to skip over you.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna talk with Bravo and see if they had any other like things that had happened, but if not, we can just say that happens.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you talked to them and there's nothing really to report. They just been hanging out with the Gath, because it's really only been like 15 or 20 minutes since Roy was here last broadcast and he came back and you guys immediately took the Jeep back up here. So, you know, they've just been kind of like doing like some shooting practice and just like showing them stuff and just having conversations the best they can without a translator.
Okay, cool.
So
then I just kind of like make sure everything's like good with them, and then I come kind of like striding back over.
So
how's it going, boys?
We're getting some info out of him. So Ormat apparently protects this tribe, and to do so, he needs essentially offerings from the tribe.
Okay.
And if they don't get X amount of offerings, then they have to offer these, I guess, flesh sacrifices.
Okay.
Along with Ormat, they have a guardian. I look at my notes, named Aboleth. And then another like guardian, I don't know if it's actually mortal or immortal, named Tuathan.
Okay.
and essentially they have to make sacrifices to them in order to keep the tribe safe. I asked if anything recent, enemies or anything have come through. It's been a while, so they haven't had any issues, should I say, as of recently. But it looks like Ormat's behind this tribal scheme, and the Gaff essentially have to offer, I guess, food, weapons, or any sort of supplies, really, in order to receive Ormat's protection. If not, they have to offer their flesh.
I mean, it sounds like some mumbo jumbo to me, but men die with or without the protection of their gods at this point.
Exactly.
Man split the atom and vaporized an entire island, essentially. I don't know about what all this sacrificing to a actor is, but okay. All right, boys, let's hop back in the Jeep and we'll get back down. Make sure to not keep this Ormat and his deity god waiting. Whatever that thing is. Out of character, the Sky Howler sounds terrifying. I was so fucking sick.
Sky Howler.
So you guys hop back in the Jeep and you start heading back towards the village again.
Mm-hmm.
Who's driving?
Who had the best
who was
drive again?
driving?
Was it Roy? Was it you?
I don't think so.
I
No?
thought Ramban, isn't he pretty good at
Oh
driving?
yeah. I
Rabbit?
think we had.
I haven't heard from Ramban in a while. What's going on?
Rambam and Hoagie are with you and Lee. You're all probably crammed in this Jeep because there's 6 of you.
Hanging off the back.
Or actually, we'll say you have 2 Jeeps. Let's say you brought, because the Jeeps can go over the bridge. You had 2 Jeeps, and with 6 of you, you'd probably have brought 2 Jeeps over the dam's bridge. So we'll say you have 2.
Okay, that sounds good. I have a 20 in drive.
Out of character, I have a 20 in drive for a good reason. Because of my backstory.
I have a 40.
There we go. Okay, nice. Roy is driving.
Okay. So Roy, roll me drive.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh no. The shit is coming off, baby. The wheels are coming off.
Oh, shit.
That was bad.
Oh,
Okay.
baby.
So as you're driving up the road, I think you'd notice there is a woman in the poppy fields. She's probably about like halfway down the path from the big cave in the road. And she has one leg and she's on crutches, essentially. And she's watching you guys drive up the road. And so Roy, we'll say you notice this, and maybe you're looking over at this woman for a few moments, and then a younger Gath runs out in front of the truck, and you have to slam on the gas, or slam on the brakes, not the gas. Okay, so you slam on the brakes, but you hit the brakes a little too late, and this Gath gets hit and is knocked over. He's probably around like 10 or so, and he grabs his arm and starts like wailing.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck!
Corporal, grab the IFAC. Grab the IFAC. Let's get.
Fuck! Oh, shit!
I'll hop out immediately and run over to the kid to try and address the wounds.
Yeah, we all jump out.
Private, what were you doing?
I didn't see him! I didn't see him! He jumped out in front of me!
Several of the other Gath around, they run over, and
Lee.
a couple of them are speaking in a raised voice towards you guys.
Lee, tell him this was an accident.
He speaks to them, but it's almost sort of like an argument they're speaking over him as he's talking. And there's a little bit of back and forth, and he says, they are very upset. But before things can escalate, the woman in crutches walks over, and some of the Gath see her and they part for her. She comes up and she says, she motions for the kid, and when the Gath start bringing him towards the cave behind her, and she says something to the Gath. And it looks like it kind of simmers down a little bit, and she turns to you and she says, I see it was accident.
Like through Lee or in English?
No, she speaks English.
Oh my god. Yes, ma'am. We did not mean any harm here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She nods, and she smiles a little bit, and she motions with her head towards the cave and says, I need to look at him. You come with?
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you. We will provide any assistance that we can.
Okay. Roll me, I guess, alertness.
Okay.
All of us, or just the wedge?
No,
Yeah, why don't you guys all
dude.
Credit failure.
You guys can all roll.
Please. Okay.
Damn.
Roy, you're our only hope.
Oh, nice guy.
I had a crit fail.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys are following her towards the cave.
Okay.
Oh boy. Can I have Leah roll alert? I'm cool to walk into
I
the
don't think
cave
so. I'm
blind.
sorry.
No,
You
it's
had
okay.
3 rolls.
That's fair. We literally had 3 rolls. Yeah.
Those are horrible rolls.
We did.
Which is
They were-
crazy because you guys have high alertness scores too.
I know.
So,
Did they like pick the kid up and are taking him into the cave?
another gath is walking him. It looks like he's able to walk.
Oh, okay. He's
Maybe
not,
has like a
knocked
broken
out.
arm or something.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay.
What about Rambam and Hoagie? Are they coming with you? And Lee?
I was gonna have Rambam and Hoagie like stay with the jeeps, or at least one of them be in one and one of them be in the other.
Okay. So we can say those 2 you leave at the jeeps. What about Lee?
Lee is definitely coming with us.
Okay. So the 4 of you head and follow this woman into the larger cave. You guys follow and you go through these poppy fields and stuff. And as you walk up, you see these giant wooden pillars that support the entrance. And as well as you walk into the cave, there are pillars on the inside of the cave as well that are supporting the ceiling. They look like large, thick beams. And it seems like the room itself has been chiseled wider, and it's chiseled open to a large room, essentially. Like, this cave doesn't look like it's been this big before.
So it looks like hand chiseled. Like this isn't like a natural formation. This was like carved.
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like it was probably a cave that was just widened out and made bigger. And as you walk in, you see there's lots of seating in this area. There's benches and chairs and even like back seats from what looks like junked cars, which are covered in mold and rust. It looks like a haphazard sort of array of seating arrangement. And you see a huge wood-burning oven rests against one wall. It's vented by these welded together pieces of truck exhaust pipe, which heads outside. And the oven's roaring and it's pleasantly warm in here compared to the chill and the cold that's outside. Despite the obvious starvation of the Gaths, it smells of roasting meat in here. And this seems to be a common hangout place for the Gath. The last thing that you notice is the centerpiece of this cave are this pair of strange seesaws. Both are made from long, flat wooden beams with one well-worn seat on one end and a large chunk of granite lashed to the other side. And further back in the cave is this wooden wall with a door, and you see a red cross symbol painted on it.
Oh. Is it a full cross or is it a plus?
It's a plus.
Okay. So there's a piece of granite on one side of the seesaw?
There are 2 seesaws, and each one has a piece of granite strapped to it.
Okay. Are the granites different sizes on each of them, or are they the same?
Slightly, yes. That's a good observation.
Okay.
How big is this piece of granite? Like something that wouldn't be movable by a human if they're on the other side?
No, it's not that huge. It looks like it would be heavy, but you could probably lift it.
Okay.
This meat, when I smell the air, does it smell like familiar meat?
I don't know if meats have different smells.
I am
Is it
going
mystery
for
meat?
my thought is human meat. They could be.
That's what
roasting.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I know what you're saying.
Okay. I think that JJ, you guys can have your suspicions, but I don't know if like the smell of the meat would indicate whether it is or isn't.
Mhm.
If I'm being honest,
Well,
Okay.
does
maybe
it
it
smell
smells
like,
like meat.
does it smell like chicken?
No.
Okay, we know it's not chicken.
good. Maybe not.
Are there any other etchings or drawings or anything on the cave walls? So there's like big seating area, kind of leading down to like the seesaws, stove in the corner, and then a red cross in the back on a door, right?
Yes,
is that
like
right?
a wooden wall and door that looks like it was constructed. Now, you asked a question, and I want to answer this. You asked if there's any carvings on the walls, right?
Yeah.
So as you're walking through this cave, I think you would see that there are some carvings and like probably children carving with stone against the stone. You see like stick figures and people and stuff. But the thing that's interesting is these stick figures are like kind of looking up the sky and raising their hands, and above them is these three sort of like, I guess the best thing you could describe is like a ghost-like figure that looks like they're flying in a circle above these people.
Okay. I kind of like nudge Roy and I like point at the cave drawings.
You know what I can do? Hold on.
Oh, that's so close.
You can still make a poor drawing,
Yeah,
even though that was a failure.
yeah. I won't make an IRL attempt, but I'll jot something down.
Okay.
Dude, your notebook is gonna be amazing as like an artifact after we're all murdered.
I know, right? I'm just looking like, Sarge, can we go now?
You know, I feel the same way. I wish we got to take care of that kid.
I think they got it.
How did you not see the kid? What?
I don't know. We just jumped out in front of the. I don't know.
It's all right, Private. Well, we all had children sometimes.
We can always blame. Can always blame Lee. You know.
What?
Lee's standing right next to you.
We're gonna. No, Lee, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
I was just kidding, Lee. I started nudging him like playfully, like I'm just kidding, Lee. I'm just kidding. I hit that kid. That was my bad.
Okay.
All right, lock it up.
As you guys are standing in the cave and probably you're looking at what is that carving, whatever, and I guess you're sketching it, Roy. You would feel a soft breath on your neck, and then this woman on the crutches like is leaning up to your shoulder and looking down at the sketchbook, and she smiles and says, "You paint."
Not well, but I do, ma'am.
I'd be back. You can wait here. And she like backs up the crutches and then turns, and then she heads to the door with the wooden or the red cross symbol on it.
Sarge, Corporal, I think I'm getting some art lessons.
I don't know about that, Private. I don't know what's going on back there.
Where's the boy?
Yeah, where is the boy?
The kid that you hit, or the kid that was in the air?
I wouldn't say I hit him. I'd just say I tapped him.
Okay.
The kid he ran over.
I didn't run him over. He bounced.
He was taken to the what looks like that medical area with the wooden wall on the door and the cross on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like stare at this, like Roy and I are just kind of like looking at this image. Like I definitely feel like a tingle run down my spine, and I'm like, you guys said that there was like a deity, right? That they found. Is this what we're looking at here?
Sarge, that's what I'm thinking. These are the three, Ormont, Aboleth, and Toothache, or whatever. The three of them. And what was the nickname? The Sky Howler? This makes sense.
Okay, well at least we have some more documentation on what those eggheads at and the Historical Society can document these freaks in 10,000 years or whatever. All right, men. refocus the mission. We need to essentially continue to have good relations with them so that we can get an airbase here and we can stop being fucked by whatever spook bitches are north of this line.
I think let's see what this lady has to say. She might make this whole private nice guy situation on driving a little bit better. And then I think we can approach that situation of the base with Ormont.
That sounds like a plan.
It seems like all these Geth they don't really have a voice other than this lady. They just follow Ormont's orders.
Yeah, definitely seems that way. From all of this, I'm curious to see what kind of power their leader has. If we can persuade him somehow, then I think that might be good, but I don't know how. And then I'm like, Corporal Lee, do you think you could get Corporal Hudner back there, telling the Geth that he has medical experience?
I could say something, but she also speaks English.
That's true. I just worry about Corporal walking through a sacred cross door of doom or something. I don't know.
That's true. All right. I'll make my way over there, Sarge.
I take out a cigarette. I flick my lighter and light it. And I pass it to Roy.
Yeah, I take a drag, Thanks, Sarge. Oh, yeah, this is, fucking... I don't like being in here. I pass the cigarette pack.
Me neither, Private. All right, let's get Corporal back in there and see what's going on.
Yes, Sarge.
So JJ, you head over towards the infirmary-looking area, and the door is not fully shut. You would see this woman with this boy, and it looks like she's putting two sticks around on either side of his arm and is wrapping it with a tough reed and some sort of splint essentially. And it looks like she's also set the arm at this point.
So it looks like what she's doing right.
Yeah, and I think you have enough medical expertise where you don't have to roll for that. So she's treating him, and then she finishes tying off the tough reed, and she turns and she sees you at the door. She nods and smiles and beckons for this boy that he can go. But he walks past you and his arm is, splinted.
Oh.
How you are? She asks.
I was worried. I didn't get your name.
She points to herself and says, Kathka.
Kathka. My name is Jonathan. You can call me JJ. Who? You have medical experience? You patched them up pretty well, pretty quickly.
I do this for the time. And she reaches over and she grabs a pipe and she lights it and takes a long inhale and she offers it to you.
I'll hold out my hand. I say, I'm all right. I don't smoke.
She narrows her eyes slightly at you, but then blows the smoke gently into your face.
I'll kind of stand back a little bit. What is that you're smoking anyways? Tobacco?
She grins and shakes her head.
I thought it was something more.
And I don't think I've described this woman as well quite the full way. So she's missing her left leg, and she has these crutches made from old branches, and there's some cloth wrapped around the top, to make it more comfortable for her to lean on them. And she's unique compared to the other Gath. She has good color and energy. She even is developing a hint of a potbelly. She smiles after blowing the smoke into your face, and you see she's missing many of her teeth, like most Gath. She has green eyes and dark hair. And roll me alertness, JJ. Okay.
Can, as I'm talking with her, does she have any of the apparent scarring on the other Gath?
Like the square scars?
Yes. Yeah.
She does not have any on her.
Huh. Kathka, where did you learn English? Are you from here?
Yes, I study English.
Do you have a school here, or books, or?
School?
education center?
We teach each other in-house.
You're the first one that's spoken English to us, other than potentially Ormat.
Yes, well, I practice.
Were you born here, or
Yes.
okay? You seem much more educated than some of the other guards and traditional GEF that we ran into.
She smiles and taps her temple and says, I have to know to treat.
I'm curious. I was speaking with the GEF guard, and they said that they have to bring offerings to Ormat. And kind of out of character, I'm trying to squeak around the situation with her and approach it lightly. But what is your offering to Ormat? Your mind and your healing?
Roll me persuasion.
Oh man, this is spicy.
I'm trying to get information.
This is good. This is good.
As a failure,
Yeah.
Oh.
she sort of looks you up and down and she says, what do you ask exactly?
I'm asking. I want to know more about these offerings that are supplied to Ormat and why he's essentially taking flesh from these villagers, or should I say she?
Ormat is she. Geth must stay little. If too big, snip snip. They get offer to Ormat for protection. Yes.
Do you fall under those same rules?
I get way, but the stone never moved for me. And she motions towards her missing leg.
I
Oh.
see.
One leg mean I have no worry, and she grins.
Okay, that makes sense. Could you tell me more potentially about Tuathan? I was speaking to the guard, and it didn't know if this was mortal or more of a godlike being to the Geth.
The Tuathan is the guardian of our people.
How does Aboleth and Ormat relate to Tuathan?
They are their children.
Oh, okay. Is Aboleth, do they live with Ormat in the building, or are they here?
She shakes her head.
Okay. Would
God.
God, okay. Would we plan to speak with Ormat here soon? You think Ormat's going to be open to our ideas / even just speaking with us? Is she open to outsiders?
I do not know your idea, but you are guest.
When was the last guest that's come through here?
I'm gonna say she pauses and hesitates, and this is where your failed persuade roll kicks in. She doesn't answer.
Okay.
You ask many questions.
My mind's always going. I'm very curious.
She smiles, says, I'm curious too.
I kind of gesture to, well, I look over this room of medical supplies. Are there like a decent amount of medical supplies in there? Are they advanced? Because it seems like what she was working with the boy was pretty rudimentary.
They have a mix of things. They have some it looks like medical supplies. It's like proper medicine or like stuff, that they were given. And then also things that are home remedials and like makeshift. You also see an interesting sort of green-hued knife as well on the table that looks like it's made from some sort of stone. It kind of reflects in the light in a rainbow-like array.
Kafka, this knife, I haven't seen anything like it. You mind if I look?
She shakes her head and she moves it away.
Okay. I'm educated as well, medicine, surgery. So thank you for de-escalating that situation with the GIF. And if you need any help, it seems like you're pretty well trained, but if you do need an extra hand in patching up any of the others, just let me know. But I appreciate, again, you de-escalating the situation and kind of opening up.
Of course. Best to treat before. Yes.
treat. Yes, we'll treat before the wound gets worse, or do you mean something different?
Before you get hurt.
Before I get hurt? How would I get hurt?
You say de-escalate.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. We don't want to hurt anybody, or we don't want to get hurt ourselves. So that worked out for the best.
You still want to see my paintings?
We can say you and Morrison can walk over. I'm imagining JJ's like at the door and she's inside. And she hears you and sees and she nods. Yes.
I hand over the notebook. It's not just from today. There's a bunch of stuff in there.
She takes it and leans on her crutches as she starts flipping through. What do you have in here?
I would say a mix of different things. Could be landmarks, could be drawings of friends and family, and maybe areas around where I live. Just basically anything that kind of was impactful to my upbringing or memorable.
Would you say there's anything from home that he sketched that's kind of like a landmark or something, whether it's from Kansas or somewhere else?
I want there to be, but I just need to remember Hollow Creek, Kansas. So a picture of like a gondola with some foliage in the back.
She would stop on maybe this particular page and she would point and say, what is this?
This is a park. Where I'm from, a park is imagine your village, but for public people to walk around with no homes. So it's all grass and forest, not touched too much by man. That thing right there, the pointy thing, it's called fuck is that called? A foyer? Sergeant, you got an trying to think of what that is.
My cousin got married in one of them. Gazebo,
yes.
The gazebo.
Gazebo.
It looked nice.
Thank you. It's in where I originally come from.
Where?
Place in a state called Kansas. This is Hollow Park.
Is Kansas far?
From here, it's pretty far. It's really far.
I would like to see sometime.
If you're allowed to, I don't see why you couldn't come with us. I'd love to take you.
But it is best I do not.
Why not?
The people need me.
Is there anyone that could fill your place?
She sort of tilts her head side to side as if, maybe, but then she shakes it. Not to my knowledge. At my knowledge.
Well, if you ever decide, then let me know. We can make it happen. Right, Sarge?
Hey, I mean,
right, Sarge?
there are a lot of people that came back with wives from Japan, so I don't see why this could be any different.
Oh.
She raised her brow, but then she also smiles and looks at Roy.
All 2 teeth.
All half of her teeth are showing.
Well, I
all one of her legs.
in a friendly manner.
She takes another inhale of her pipe and she offers it to you. This time she blows a smoke in the air, though.
To Ralph or to me?
To Roy.
To Roy? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a smoke earlier, but thank you so much for offering.
Okay. She takes another drag. And whatever smoke she's bringing out smells like it's not tobacco.
It's that wacky tobacco. Or opium.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I honestly I like my brain just made that connection. I kind of want to interject a little bit. I'm like, Kazka, ma'am, when we go see the Ormat, could you come with us to kind of help ease things over, or?
Why?
Well, we're looking to the United States of America. We are trying to establish an area that we could get a foothold in, and your valley is perfect. Nothing is set in stone yet, but we've come to talk about what that could potentially look like to aid in your wealth and prosperity, and also help the South Koreans keep from being massacred and murdered by the North Koreans.
During this whole time that you're sort of sales pitching her on this,
I'm like, this is such a bad idea.
she's kind of like looking at you with half narrowed eyes, and she looks maybe a little out of it, and she says, "This is not my place. The Ormat decide."
That's very understandable. Are there any tips that you have for talking with him? Them? Her? She?
She, yes. The Ormat. Be honest.
Yeah.
Honesty is our only policy here, ma'am.
That's good. Come see me before you leave. And she looks specifically at Roy.
I nudge him a little. Hey,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Private's got to follow corporate's orders.
She smiles and turns. Her gaze like linger on you as she turns to head back to the infirmary room.
What the fuck is going on?
All right, I kind of like grab him by the collars, and then I'm like leading us out. I'm like, Private, if I have any words of wisdom to give to you, I have no idea how many kinds of STDs, elemental Ps, QPRSTs could be flying around this area. So we're gonna keep it locked in and keep it locked up if you know if you know what's good for you.
Yeah. I'm married.
Okay.
Did we know that?
I did.
You do now.
I do now.
Roy, you got away with the cuff.
Tempted by the lady with the one leg in the opium den. Nice.
Can we keep going?
Yeah.
Yes.
We jump back in the jeeps.
Is there anything else you'd like to do or like look at before the Ormat's ready?
Is this the checkpoint in the game? You know, can we
I'm just
reload this
asking.
save?
Like, I'm just
Save
thinking.
here.
Can
for
we
implementation.
stock up on health items?
Yeah, can I get like ammo?
They're willing to steal it from the Gath, maybe. I'm just asking. Like, is there? What do you guys intending to do? Like, what would you guys like to do?
Something that just dawned on me. Is there anything like from command or operation wise where we need to do any surveying? Are we looking for like where would be a good spot to build a base? Like, or is this literally
No.
just talk to the people?
I think you were sent here as like to make contact and like as a diplomatic sort of get an arrangement with them, so that way we can set up something here.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I think there's probably been some, and you were shown this in the debrief, some recon plane photos of the area.
Right, like the
So they
big
probably
map
have an
talked about it.
idea
Yeah. Okay.
about the topography.
All right, that's good. Okay, then I don't really have anything that I can think of right now.
I don't think so either. I think JJ just essentially wants to kill time before we're able to meet this, mysterious
Yeah.
Ormat.
Okay. We'll say if you guys, so you're driving, we'll say you drive up to the village, you get out of the footbridge, and Hoagie and Rambam are with you as well. They drive the other Jeep behind you. If you guys are heading into the village, I guess, are you just going to keep them at the Jeeps?
let's
At least one.
right, at least one. I just don't. I would be hesitant to imagine a fight would kick off the moment we meet them, but it's like a totally could be a possibility, you know.
Sarge, I'm thinking if we leave anybody, we should leave Rambam alone, because they were eyeing up Hoagie earlier.
Yeah.
So I think we should bring Hoagie with us if we want to leave just one.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Just one?
Yeah. Well,
I could hang back.
are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, I just have to call for reinforcements, right? Might be best.
Roy, I want you in there with us whenever we speak with this lady.
Yes, Sergeant. That's fine.
Let's have Hoagie and Rambam. You all stay here, keep the Jeeps locked up. If we come tearing ass out of there, make sure that they're ready to go.
Sir, yes, sir. They both salute.
All right. Hudner, Rogers, you both are with me. Let's go see what these people want.
Can all three of you roll me alertness as you walk in the village just to kill some time before the Ormat is ready?
Dude, these rolls, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully you're getting rid of all the bad ones early.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh my, a 97? Dude,
Man, I'm scrolling up,
what?
dude. I'm seeing failure, failure, failure. You've failed every roll almost exclusively so far today.
That's crazy.
These are all like 80s, 97.
I mean, surely that means, you know, statistically wise, all your good rolls are coming, right? That's how that works,
I
right?
believe in the heart of the cards.
Okay. Well, nice guy succeeded. The other two did not. You guys are walking it through the village, and nice guy, you're going to, as you sort of like walk like killing time, you look to your left and you would see one of the Gath. So this is a building next to where the Ormat building is. It looks like it's sort of a garage because one of the Gath like opened these big barn doors and like they're like sweeping out the inside or something. You see inside of this garage area what looks like a civilian pickup truck, and also you see a Datsun 1121. And I'll send you a picture of this. This is a 1930s or 1940s-ish Japanese vehicle. It looks kind of like a pickup truck from the 40s with big round headlights in front and like a small pickup area and like back area where you can put supplies. It's painted bright green or like a forest green. It looks like it's kind of, you know, made from sheet metal is the best way I can describe it. And on top of this Datsun is what looks like a jury-rigged mounted machine gun.
How did I know?
I was gonna guess. I was like, there's no way.
While you're looking at this, to the side, beside this garage area as well, is another smaller sort of stone building. And you hear some yelling from inside there. One of what looks like guards opens the door, turns and spits inside. And as he's walking away, you would see like prison cell bars inside.
Oh.
And then he closes the door. And he walks over to the side of the building and starts playing a game with one other Gath.
Sarge,
Yes, Private.
look over there. Look,
What are we looking at? What? Wait a minute. Is that
Is that old
a
truck?
truck.
is that my grandpa's truck?
It could be, but they have prisoners. Sarge, I saw. We are not the only ones here.
I asked that lady when's the last time we've had visitors. She didn't answer.
When I look at the truck and the vehicles, do they look like they have like dust and dirt on them? Are there like tire tracks like leading out? Like have they been driven recently? That if we can get
Roll me search.
Okay. Come on. We have gotten all the bad luck out.
That's a great.
Oh
Another
my-
critical failure.
I rolled 2 88s. You know how improbable that is?
Was that 100? 100?
You can't tell if they were driven recently, but they have been used and they are dirty. You can see that plainly.
Okay.
There's some like dirt on this vehicle, and the civilian pickup truck is rather beaten up. But the Datsun is like in better condition. Looks like they take more care of it, but they've been used. They're not brand new.
Okay. Did we bring any C4 or any sort of explosives?
I don't know if C4 exists yet, but you probably have some grenades. I think you each have at least one grenade on you.
Okay.
And a bazooka.
And we have the bazooka.
Yeah, you each have one grenade, and the bazooka you left at the by the dam with Bravo team.
We keep
Oh shit.
leaving it.
I just am like, if things are gonna go bad, then they're going to like, we just have to run. Like I don't
Yeah.
like yeah. I don't like
We can't fight 100 people.
right. I'm like I don't know how we. Yeah, exactly. And like we don't have the forces to effectively wage like a small battle down here. I look at Roy and I'm like, Rogers, it's a good eye. Is Lee still with us? He's got to be, right?
Yeah, Lee's with you.
Yeah.
Okay. I say, all right. Do we want to go try to investigate what you saw, Rogers, and see if there are more prisoners? Right now, under the daylight, especially with how tensions have been after plowing into a young child.
Hey,
That's
Corporal,
not private.
disregard.
I don't know. Tensions are high. Let's just go see what this Ormat woman wants.
Yeah,
We want to loiter
agree.
around the prison cell,
Yeah.
see if we can get in or something.
Do they have like keys? Or like a lock?
So, one Gath guard did leave the door. He didn't lock the door. He did leave it open, and he walked to the corner outside. Is playing a game with what looks like another Gath guard. So, somewhat preoccupied.
Okay.
So it'd
I'm
probably be
gonna-
if you want to go inside, it'd probably be a risk, but it's possible.
I'm like, Rogers, Hudner. I'm gonna go inside.
Roy, you got away with the guards. Let's do it.
All right. I walk up to the guards. I go, Lee. Hey, translate for me.
Okay.
I walk up with like a swagger. I have my hands up high. I'm like, gentlemen, what's going on over here?
They look up at you and confused because they don't really understand you. And Lee says something and roll. I'm gonna have you roll. I'm looking at something. I think it'd be either persuade or charisma, and I don't think you're I think it'd be charisma.
I don't think
How do you roll charisma?
Yeah, how do
It's
you
a stat.
roll that?
You can roll directly on your stat. So if you go to statistics tab, charisma has dice next to it. And if you'd like to
Okay.
share what your little note for charisma is,
Smooth talker.
Hmm.
I like it.
I just saw that and I thought that was funny.
Oh,
Fuck!
shit.
That's a failure.
Oh, I'm using my hunch roll. I'm using
Yes!
It's a 50.
Okay,
I'm,
so
for the first time ever, I'm using it.
I
don't think you
No.
can.
I will let you use it
think
this time.
What?
rules-wise-
but you're not supposed you're supposed to
Oh.
choose to use it before you roll.
Oh, I didn't know
Is
that.
the- I'll let you use it this time, but to be clear, going
I'm
forward, if you
sorry.
want to use a hunch
Okay.
roll, you're either choosing to take the chance on rolling, or you're using the safe bet with the hunch roll to guarantee success.
Okay.
So, but you didn't know that, and I'll be nice. I'll let you use it this time.
I appreciate you being lax with me.
It's okay. But yeah,
Thank
just
you.
remember that if you want to use a hunch roll, you need to decide before you make the roll. Going forward,
Okay. Gentlemen.
they look at you and Lee translate this, and they look a little like off-put, but you have their attention facing away from the door, and they start to describe the game to you a little bit. We'll say, while Morrison, you are sneaking in.
Yes.
That is going to be a stealth roll.
Okay.
Please no 88.
I know. My stealth is a 70, so it's actually pretty good. But now I'm like, do I use my 49? Okay. Here we go.
Hey.
That's a success.
Holy shit. Okay, nice. One dub. Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna go with Morrison, while the other two are sort of distracting the Gath with Lee. Morrison, you slip into the prison house.
Mm-hmm.
And you would see there's 2 cells in here. And you see 2 men are locked behind these bars. They look up as you walk in and they seem a little confused because they're not used to seeing you. They look Korean, and yeah, you see these 2 men in here.
Okay. Do I know the words for like North Korean? Like, could I say
I don't mean to. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm interjecting. I don't mean to metagame, but you may be able to identify them based on what they're wearing.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So, what are they wearing? And then do they have how long does it look like they've been in here? I'm just kind of like walking and I'm kind of taken aback that they're not Gath. And I kind of like squint at them, like almost like Sherlock Holmes, he does, like trying to like really like see what's going on in the cage. Does it look like they're being fed? Yeah.
They look a little abused, we'll say, and not fed super well. They've been in here for a little bit.
Okay.
They look like they have been here for maybe a week or so.
Oh, wow.
And they have civilian clothes on, so they don't have any uniforms or anything. They look like they might be villagers.
Really? Okay. I put my kind of like finger up to my lips to like be like just be quiet for a second. Interesting. So they look like civilians, like Korean civilians.
Yeah, and when you make that gesture with your finger in your lips, one of them like crawls forward and puts his hands to the bars, and he whispers something in Korean.
Fuck. Okay. Can I remember what he said in Korean? Fuck me. My intelligence is so dog shit. I need to do a roll for this. I'm forcing a roll for this because I don't know if Ralph would actually verbatim get this right. But I feel like mechanically, the better I roll, the better he remembers it, and the worse I roll, it's like much more garbled. I don't know. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, so the Korean civilian, one of them crawls forward and puts his hands on the bar and then whispers something in Korean.
He like grabs the bar and he like puts his face up to the cell and he says something.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
Oh wow, a
Okay,
20.
that's a
20 under
success.
35. Oh man.
That's your best roll.
Holy crap. Let's go. Genius. Ralph is like,
He says something and then he waits.
okay. Ralph is like, I can't understand you. I need to say it again. I don't know.
He responds again. He doesn't say the same thing though, and it's maybe apparent that he doesn't understand you.
Okay.
But he says some things in Korean,
Okay.
and then he stops.
Are the gates like wooden or are they metal? Or the bars?
Thick wood.
Thick wood? Okay.
Like it's sturdy, but it is wood.
Gotcha. Okay. Is it fair to say that we all have like lighters on us too?
You smoke, so yeah.
I'm not gonna set fire to everything, but I'm just curious. Okay, cool. Do I know the words for, like, how much Korean would I know? Like, do I know the word for north and south?
I don't see any foreign language skill on your characters. I don't think you know any Korean.
Okay. Do I have like a pocket book? Do I have like a piece of like a notebook that I'm carrying around with me? I think that would make sense, right?
I will leave that up to you. I think if you think that Ralph would have just like a notebook for some notes, then he can have it.
Like a little planner. Yeah, like he pops out the planner and like whips open the paper and he draws. Can I like quickly like scrawl the South Korean flag and like point at it?
Sure.
Okay, I scrawled the South Korean sign like flag and I point at it.
He looks at the notebook and looks at you and pauses, and then his eyes like drift over your uniform, and then he points at South Korean flag.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I go over to the other guy and I like point at the South Korean flag too.
He crawls up to the bars and he also would point at the same South Korean flag.
Okay. And then I flip over another and I like scrawl a North Korean flag and I point at it.
Oh, I thought you had them side by side.
Oh, that would probably be good too. Yeah, I do that. Well, let's say we do that. I scroll
Okay.
scroll both of them and then I hold it up and he points at the South Korean flag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I wish I would have came in here with you.
I got you. Okay. I
don't worry about getting me in. I don't trust Trevor right now.
I know, I don't trust them either.
What do
They're
you mean?
totally North Korean soldier or North Korean civvies, but
You can always roll human.
my human's such dog shit. Like I might as well. Like I don't think that it's a 10. Well, let's check it. Okay. Is that cool? Can I roll?
I mean, metagaming. I was gonna say there were stories about them stealing villagers.
The Gath or the North Koreans?
Oh, the gap.
The Gath. I'll give that to you because it's not been forever in 2 weeks.
I was gonna say we got briefed on that, so you would know that.
Okay.
You were talking to, I think, another soldier at Camp Henry who said that other Koreans said that they would kidnap people.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I am going. Can I look at the back of their cages? Does it look less? It looks
Stone
still like
walls.
just stone wall.
So it's like a stone building, stone walls and like all around, and like the wooden. It looks like sort of like mud brick style stone. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna slip back out the front.
Okay. You rolled good in stealth, so you can do that. And what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna dip back out, and then I'm just gonna make eyes, like just walk out the back and walk away, then kind of like loop back around to try to reconvene with everyone.
You can do so. So you walk out, you walk maybe around the building and come around from a different side, a different angle.
Yeah.
And the Gath are like kind of teaching the others like how to play this game, but with like sticks and stones, it looks like.
Okay. All right, boys, lock it up. We're gonna go. We're heading out.
All right, Sarge.
Yeah, Sarge.
While we're walking away, I kind of lean down and I hiss to him. I'm like, "There's 2 potentially South Korean civilians in the cages in the
Wonder
prison.
what they're gonna do with them.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't know. This definitely feels against the Geneva Convention that was just established." Can I repeat the Korean that they said to me to Lee?
Yeah. And I'm gonna say you get it mostly correct. You probably mispronounce some things or have a horrible accent. Lee translates this well enough. You don't speak it perfectly, but you're able to get the message across. And he says, "They ask that you get them out or they will die." Gath killed some of them already.
And they're civilians. I mean, there's no reason for... If the U.S. really wants this valley for a foothold, it doesn't seem too far-fetched that we just come in and take it, if you know what I'm saying.
If they're killing South Koreans, I mean, I wouldn't see why not.
Exactly. Especially if they are armed, have means, and are torturing and kind of barbaric. I mean, I don't see why we would put up trying to interact with this group if it seems like such a powerful asset to obtain. Maybe, I don't know. Wiping out an entire small civilization also would probably be against the Geneva Convention, but they've already aggressed against the South Koreans, so.
Do we want to radio this in and get backup?
Maybe.
I still think we should
Maybe
meet.
we talk first.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of info we have, but I think it's best to get it all.
Exactly. There's still so much we don't know.
What is happening?
What?
What is that gong?
Did we
What
hear
is
that?
going on?
Wait.
You hear 3 gongs sound, and you're not too far from the Ormat's building, and you see some Gath walking out from the building, and they're like 4 Gath carrying this big gong. It looks like it's really heavy. Like, I mean, they're kind of emaciated, they're kind of weak. So, but they're like struggling to carry this. And then a 5th Gath has hit the gong a few times, and they bring this over to you, and this Gath steps forward and says, and speaks to Lee. And Lee turns and says, the Ormat is ready.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Let's go.
All right, boys. Lock it up and lock it in.
Check your mags.
Probably shouldn't.
Shouldn't be racking rounds in front of the guards.
Ormat's ready. Lock and load.
Lock and load.
As you guys enter this building, you see the outside. You know, the walls are filled with these human skulls that just are up the entire building. And so this imposing image, as you walk inside and you're led in by the Gath, turns into this high ceiling chamber held up by large wooden posts that are carved with surprised, amazed, or angry faces all along them into the wood. The interior walls are decorated in polished, spent shell casings, which form spirals and waves and odd geometric designs just all across the wall in artistic fashion.
Oh wow.
The floor is swathed in these intricately woven carpets, and there's these giant cushions out and about. And behind this reception hall, you see an ajar bedroom door with a really large bed and this metal tub, kind of extravagant. You can imagine this is maybe where the Ormat sleeps and is bathed. There's additionally a wooden fire oven that has likely seen great use by the light soot marks, but it's kept relatively well cleaned. In fact, there doesn't seem to be even a speck of dust anywhere in this place. It seems well tended to and maintained, and there are several, what looks like Gath servants that are dressed a little nicer in like these robe-like outfits. You are led in, and these attendants gesture to this seating area where there's this big table and some cushioned seats for you to sit down.
Thank you. Are the bullet casings just like different sizes? Like, do they like look like different
Various calibers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hundreds of thousands.
That's a lot of rounds for a peaceful civilization. I like kind of look over at Roy and Jonathan, and I'm like, all right, boys, I'm not the best at talking. I'm normally the best at getting our shit together. So when things need to come to talking and being said right, you know what we need to do.
I'm with you, Sarge.
Yeah,
Roy and
Sarge.
we can take it when you need us to.
All right. I gotta nudge Roy and ask him to like point at the different designs for like sketching and stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
Critical failure.
Shit, man, I don't know if I could draw that. I'm sorry.
You're gonna be an amazing artist once we're finished with all of these roles.
Okay. As you're sitting here and talking for a few minutes, and Roy pulls out his book to sketch, you hear some bells and some chimes and just sort of like clanking noises as 4 attendants wheel out the Ormat on a gleaming padded carriage made from what looks like old bike and auto parts. There are things hanging all over it that rattle discordantly. Along the sides, you see this dark rainbow-stained, almost sheets of stone. And JJ, they look kind of similar to the knife that you saw Kathka had. They sort of gleam in the light, and they have different like rainbowish gleams of light that come off of them. And these are lacquered in place. Something about the way these colors move and swirl is almost captivating, and it's unnerving as well. On top of this carriage, you would see a morbidly obese woman, perhaps in her mid-20s. She's around 5'5", 5 feet and 5 inches and at least 300 pounds at an absolute minimum.
Oh my god.
Her round cherubic face is unlined, and she has these long dangly bands that hang from her pierced ears. A gold chain hangs against her face that stretches from one nostril up to her ear, and along this several 9mm shell cases hang decoratively. She wears vividly bright colors of seemingly hand-woven clothes. Most notably, there's a strange stain on her face and in her hair. Most Gath have dark tan complexions, but the tops of her cheeks, her forehead, her ears, and even her knuckles, they're marked with this blackish rainbow swirl. Over half of her hair is white-gray, and beneath this is the original dark black color of her hair that seems to be growing out again. These colors too swirl in an elaborate fashion, and her hair is done up in a hairpiece held together with wooden pins. She is wheeled out to the head of the table, where there was no chair waiting, and she smiles and she begins to babble in Gath.
Huh. My initial reaction is my eyes just go like, my eyes widen, and then I try to kind of remember that we're supposed to be like control, like civil and stuff, and I like try to like control my reactions.
I was gonna say JJ is in a similar boat. He's almost kind of disgusted looking at her gluttony compared to everyone around her.
For sure.
Roy is. I'm just like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Does Lee translate the Gath?
Yes. So she begins to babble in Gath, and she says some stuff, and Lee, he first says something to her, and then he turns and says, I tell her I translate. She praised the power and the size of the American warrior. She asked if America wished for the Gath to help destroy the North. And while she's talking as well, she has this plate of food and snacks that are sitting beside her in the carriage, and she paused sometimes just to like stuff her face with food and then continue talking.
Ma'am, we thank you. We appreciate your compliments to the United States of America, and we wish to represent it with honor and respect towards the Gath to the nth degree. We are here on a police action to aid the South Koreans in establishing a country and making sure the North Koreans do not come back down towards the South Koreans. We are not here to ask you to help us in that police action. We are asking to potentially come into talks and negotiations about establishing a foothold here in the valley. We're not asking anything of you, the Geth, and we would be unbelievably cooperative towards anything you all need. But this area is at a incredible strategic advantage for us, and we thank you for your hospitality.
Lee translates this, and she pauses and she looks you guys up and down, and she responds. She asks if the Gath help American, will you wish to take land and food?
No, that is not our goal. That is not our goal at all. You all have rightful claim to this area. We are here only briefly to ensure the protection and safety of the Geth area and ensure that no North Koreans push back down into this area and potentially disturb you.
When Lee translates this, she giggles and she replies. She said that the Gath need no protection. She asked, what do American offer the Gath in the repayment for what they want?
That is an excellent question. And of course, we have heard that the forgive my pronunciation, but your deity is excellent at protecting your area. which is extremely important, and we respect that immensely. I do not have the authority currently to go into negotiations at this point, but we would compensate you more than fairly, of course.
Sergeant, tell her about we've already brought some supplies also.
Oh, thank you, Corporal. We have initially extended a gesture by bringing rations, supplies, and munitions, and other sorts of medical equipment to hopefully create positive relations with you.
She said that the gifts have been welcome. She asked if the America obey Great God in Sky too.
We have not known about the Great God in the Sky. We definitely, according to the First Amendment of the United States of America, freedom of speech and religion, all things are tolerated and are allowed to be spoken about and worshipped in the great land of the U.S.
Roll me charisma.
Fuck me, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, wait. I can't even use my hunch roll. My charisma's at 20%, bro.
Can I help? Can I interject?
Yeah. What would you like to say?
Oh, thank God.
I would say Sergeant actually misspoke. A lot of Americans do worship a god in the sky, and we have a whole book, and every Sunday we meet to praise this god.
Why don't you roll me charisma instead?
Hey.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Big roll.
Holy fuck!
No! Oh, we're so
Damn it,
fucking
dude, what
cooked.
the fuck?
They're feeding us.
shit.
We're getting fed to the wolf god.
Yeah, we're about to get eaten.
She looks all of you up and down and just sort of goes, and she takes a moment and she begins to speak. Lee says, she say the alliance that the American asked for, she do not want it to interfere with Gath custom.
Of course.
No.
She also asked if there would be territory involved for the Gath.
Ah, I see. At this current moment, I do not have the authority to negotiate territory, but we can assure you that the United
Lee
States
is translating this as you speak, and I think she frowns when you say that.
Okay. But I can relay information back to my superiors about what things you all would like in these circumstances. What kinds of things that the Geth would enjoy and would make this relationship positive. Ralph is sweating. If that's not already obvious.
She considers this, and she reaches for, also next to her is what looks like an M1 Garand,
Oh my.
Oh,
and she reaches for this weapon.
okay.
She picks it up and she holds it out and she says something,
Like the right
and
way?
Lee translates.
Like the barrel towards us.
She holds it in both hands, like out, like as an offering.
Oh, okay.
And Lee
Okay.
translates and says,
Yeah.
she offered this back to America as gift, and she said that you may now thank her for this.
How do we?
I will ask Lee. Do we take it from her now, or?
He turns and he says something, and roll me humid.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
That's a
let's go.
success.
Yes.
Lee is also nervous as fuck. And when he turns and he says something, she smiles and then she nods to one of her assistants, who goes and takes the gun and then brings it over to you. And I think it's apparent that Lee just thanked her himself.
Lee just what?
Lee just thanked her. He just said thank you himself
Okay.
instead of translating what you asked.
Okay. That's probably smart.
And he turns and looks at you and says, I think we need to be respectful. She asked for thanks and I gave her my sorry.
No, I was trying to be respectful, but that's a smart move, Lee.
I ask, what territory and what other things would you all consider in a negotiation that would allow us to enter your area?
She thinks for a moment. She said that she want more land with wider area to grow and with more villages.
Okay.
And then she claps. And she smiles as she claps, and Lee says, she asks if you will share food to shield the friendship.
Yeah, I look at the two boys and then back to Lee and to her, and I say, if it would please you, and we would love to partake in it.
She nods and says something to one of her assistants. Then she turns and talks to you guys again as they go to do their thing. Lee says, she say that today do not get many visitor here, especially from the America. She asks if the visit to the Gat has been good and if they have any curiosities about the Gat themselves.
I think popping out of character real quick.
Mhm.
This is a good question. This is an important.
Yeah.
I need more brain juice to help me come
You
up
guys
with
can
things.
also discuss a little bit if you like.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
at the table.
Get in character. Okay.
I don't know how much we should pry Ormond, Sarge.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
I'm thinking we
that's
should
a good
kind of
point.
keep it base layer, just let her know that we're learning a lot. Very interested in her god, especially.
Absolutely.
To learn more.
For sure.
Lee
Yeah.
also speaks up and says she did ask us if we have a question. I do not know if she would be all that offended, but it depends what you want to ask, I suppose.
Yeah. That's a good point. I'm trying to figure out what the I want to know.
Lee,
Yes.
what if we ask about the prisoners we saw on our way up? We could say one of the guards, because it's not a lie, left the door open, and when I looked, I saw prisoners. Not that we, did any further investigating.
Lee nods. He sort of clears his throat. And he relays this. The Ormat sort of frowns a little bit, and she responds. And interestingly, when she responds, I think you would actually hear some commotion outside. There's a window that you can see sort of towards the guardhouse area. And one of the prisoners has been taken out of the guardhouse and he's thrown on the ground. And then he's picked up by like the two of the assistants or the guards, and is sort of like brought out of view. And she pauses and looks, and she turns back and finishes speaking. And Lee says, she say that they are not to worry and that they are a danger to the Gat and that they deserve to punish. But she also emphasized that they are of little concern.
I'm not concerned.
What about Lee? Can you ask Ormat about all of these historical weapons and vehicles and how they arrived here, where they came from?
She said that some were gift, others were found, some were taken. In the silence, the Ormat smiles and she claps again, and one of the attendants comes over. The attendant moves and grabs a handful of cups and bandages, and he comes over to you guys, and Lee says she offered to draw blood for the Kunkalu.
What is
The what?
Lee asks, and The attendant replies, and the attendant says, dumpling.
Dumpling?
Ceremonial dumpling.
I like dumpling.
Made of our blood, huh?
They will take some of blood to make them.
Wait. Whose blood?
Us.
Our blood.
How much?
Lee asks, and the attendant replies again. And you'd also see the Ormat's getting a little impatient. And Lee says, not much, enough to soak.
All right.
Guess we go
Let's
home.
go ahead.
How do they want to do it? I guess.
Yeah, I want to inspect how they're doing it, make sure it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
JJ. The attendant walks up to you first, and he takes a knife.
Oh.
And some bandages, and he puts them under your arm, and he goes to cut open your skin along your arm.
Oh, I pull back
Oh my
immediately.
god.
He sort of steps back and looks surprised, and the Ormat asks something. She doesn't sound very happy. And Lee says, she asks what the problem is.
Tell her I'll give blood, but I'm not giving flesh.
She say it is just blood. They need to collect and cup. I think she will be very offended if we say no.
I step forward.
Tell him.
I say, I'll go first.
Well, ask if I can assist or in the blood drawing. Lee, explain to her that I can help ease the
I think
situation.
this is, he doesn't say anything, but he says back to you, I think this is ritualistic. The attendant is supposed to.
I walk up to the attendant.
So I guess while they're talking, Roy, you step up to the attendant, and the attendant does the same thing. Puts some bandages under your arm, and then brings a knife up to slice along your arm. I'm assuming you don't resist. So he cuts into your skin, and some blood begins to flow down your hand. It flows off of your thumb, and he starts collecting it in the cup. And once he has enough, it's about a Dixie cup's worth, I guess.
Oh wow.
He wraps the bandages around your arm, and then sets the cup to the side and goes for the next person. And he's intending to do it to each one of you. Oh, and Roy, you're gonna take 1 HP of damage.
Fair enough.
The attendant looks at the rest of you. Who's next?
Hunter, I can go next. Or if you wanna.
I can go. I was worried that they were gonna cut out 2 inches of flesh.
I also wasn't sure what they were going to do either. Okay.
I'll go.
I think this doesn't seem to be too terrible.
We'll be good.
I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't know that.
The attendant, who's up?
I'm up, sure.
Okay, so JJ, attendant goes up to JJ, and he would do the same thing. Slice down your arm and then collect blood in the cup. And he would wrap that in bandages as well in the same fashion. You can lose 1 HP. And then Morrison, the same would happen to you afterwards. Lee is the last one. And he seems rather uncomfortable. But he takes a deep breath after seeing you three did it. And he offers his arm. And the same thing happens with his blood. And once the attendant is done, he collects the cups and carefully carries them into another room. The Ormat looks amongst you, and she smiles, and she says something, and Lee asks, is there anything that you would like to discuss?
When was the last time an American came to this village, and what happened to them?
She said that American not come to village for a long time. She was not born, at least.
What is this material? And I'll gesture towards the side of her carriage as it was described. What is it made of? Is there something special with it?
That's a really good question.
She say it is stone from the cave of the source, and that the stone has been blessed by Abedleth.
Hmm.
She say that it is a symbol of him and the greatness and the power and the protection. Stone which has been touched by his hand.
What does Abedleth protect the tribe from, like specifically, other than just danger? Like what dangers are out there?
She say that there are many dangers, and that the Abedleth keep them safe from all that might harm the Gath or wish to.
How do they keep them safe?
The Tuathan, the children guard.
The villagers, why are they like judged against the granite stone?
The scales, she asked?
Yeah. Yes. Did the granite look like the rock that she's on, or is it granite?
No. It was granite, and this is a very different, like,
Okay.
stone.
Cool.
So you asked why. Or state your question again?
Yeah. Why are the Geth not allowed to weigh more than the granite rock? I guess the villagers specifically.
Oh my god, did I not pay attention, or is that what the seesaw is for?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I'm thinking about.
Yes, it is.
Because that's what Kafka was saying, is that her leg's gone, and so she can eat more.
Damn.
The Gath, the strength of the Gath, flow through the Ormat to Abedleth, and that they must pay tribute to Abedleth, his protection.
Oh. So other than what we've gotten so far, so sure, her visual appearance, she's young. She's like, she has a mark on her face of the black swirl.
It's like a sunburn type, like coming like onto her face, like from above and like down onto her knuckles. It's like these black swirls.
Okay.
And her hair is dark, but it's mixed with these white swirls almost.
Okay. And the Abedleth is called the Sky Howler. That is the same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then, how is the Ormat chosen? How were you chosen?
She said that she is chosen through a trial, that every 8.5 years, a new Ormat ritually marries Abedleth and becomes mother to a Tuathan. This trial might kill the Ormat. If she die, the old Ormat resume. If the new Ormat survive, the old Ormat ascends to the heaven with Abedleth. I think you guys would probably also get a sense that to the Gath, the Ormat is like the Pope.
That makes sense. Okay. Can I ask where, like, is the Abedleth in the sky and then comes down? Like, when do we see him? When do you see him?
The Sky Howler, he only visit once every 101 month. Until his next visit, she accumulate the strength of the Gath for him.
How long has it been since Abeleth came before?
60 month, 2 year, 5 year,
We have 41 more months.
Lee says.
Is there anything that we should absolutely not do while we're here?
She smiles, and I don't think she responds, because at this time you hear more bells, and first you see these assistants come in with these copper plates, and they set them in front of you guys, and they are these dumplings that you can imagine they're probably the kunkalu that were mentioned. So each of these dumplings, you have 3 of them, and the assistant says something to Lee, and Lee says, "We are expected to offer one to the Ormat."
Okay.
Well, not
That's cool with me.
less blood for me to eat.
Sure.
And she holds out a plate for you guys to put one of your kunkalu onto her plate.
Okay.
I'll
Wait.
do so.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
4 of you guys do so.
What do they look like?
They look like sort of dough dumplings,
Normal.
Regular.
like regular dumplings,
Weirdly
kind of,
enough.
but they're ceremonial, and you can imagine they've probably have your blood in them. So each of you place one of these dumplings on her plate, and she retracts and she reaches down to eat one, and she puts one in her mouth and takes a big bite of it. You each have 2 dumplings in front of you on your plate, and I think around this time you hear some bells, and the feast is brought out for you guys on this large copper platter, and it's carried by multiple people, and it's set down on the center of this table, and the assistants pull up the cover of it, and in front of you you would see what is clearly the arms and legs and skull of a person.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Literally the moment you said they pull off the cover, I was like, it's the Korean.
Yes, you can infer
Good lord.
that this is the Korean prisoner that they took out of the guardhouse.
Can I roll a sand check?
You all will have to roll a sand check. All of you are going to roll sanity to violence.
Sanity.
Wait,
So you
what?
just roll,
I don't
you just
know
roll
if-
sanity. This is going to be against your track for violence, for your shock meter of violence.
Okay.
I feel.
Oh.
Roy, that is a failure.
Oh fuck.
JJ, that is a
Oh.
failure.
Oh my god, we are so
Morrison?
Do we all fail?
I'm about to.
Oh shit.
Morrison, that
Oh
is
my
a
God.
success.
Shit.
Morrison, you're going to lose 1 sanity
Okay.
to violence. You're going to be able to mark 1 onto your violence track
Okay.
for this under your psychological tab. The other 2 of you, I need you to roll me 1d4.
Oh wow.
Oh.
1d4. Oh wow.
JJ, you're losing 4 sanity. Roy,
What the
you're
fuck?
losing 3 sanity.
Oh my god, that's brutal.
Okay. What did
That's good.
What is that violence? We don't have to do that, Trev.
Yeah, so you guys would also, you can check mark 1 on your sanity loss
On
or
violence.
violence.
Okay.
These are instances of sanity loss without you going insane. Now, I don't think any of you are going to be here yet, but when you lose sanity, you need to make sure to check your breaking point on the psychological tab. If you ever hit this point or below it, you're going to have a mental break and you're going to experience temporary insanity, which is essentially just like a mental meltdown.
Okay.
Now, the Ormat says something, and Lee doesn't translate it because he's sitting there here staring, and she has to say it again and raises her voice, and Lee sort of blinks and he looks at you and says, "She say it is time to eat."
Oh man, can we cut it
And
there?
that is where
It's
we're gonna end this
perfect.
session.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, it's good. It's dripping.
You were wanting to end it on this, Trevor. I could tell.
There was a
Oh.
potential. I was like, as it was getting close to the time period, I was like, this is probably going to be where we end. And I think it played out
It's-
pretty well.
It was perfect.
I like it.
Damn, they cooked a whole human. Although I don't know, they probably done way worse things.
There's some ovens.
Dude, they made blood dumplings. Oh, that sucks that we had the chance to save them. That's kind of brutal.
There's that.
I think that's the worst part is that we.
Well, I think one of them was already cooking.
Is this one? Is this a different one than the 2 that were in the?
We smelled meat.
I think you guys can infer that because one of the prisoners was taken out of the guardhouse and brought around like the back of the Ormat building.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I wasn't sure based on cooking times because we smelled meat earlier.
Yeah, cooking times. I think you guys would have been discussing for, I guess, long enough for him to be prepared.
How long does it take to cook a human, Brandon? Do you know?
Well,
Not
direct
long.
flame. We might be eating rare human.
It looks
Oh.
pretty rare.
I prefer medium
bloody.
rare human.
Can you put it back in? Can you ask the chef?
I like mine well done.
I'm more of the char guys. The tougher it is, the more jerky it's like, the better. I'm just kidding.
So it sounds like you're all planning on eating.
I don't
I
know.
like don't
I
even.
don't know about that.
Something to think about, maybe.
Oh man, the blood like letting is one thing, but then the like cannibalism is a.
You made this comment, and you can't see me, but I smiled because you said it's not that bad with the bloodletting. You're like, it's not that bad. It could be worse. I'm just sitting there like, you don't even know.
It's so much worse.
Meanwhile, poor Korean guy's cooking.
Yeah.
Oh my, he's literally cooking.
So let's move on to retrospective questions because I know it's getting a little late. Who would like to go first? And which question would you like to answer?
I think I know what I want to answer.
What would you like to answer?
I think the third one.
What is that?
What was a difficult decision your character was faced with and why?
Okay.
I think it was like, how do I put it? Like just being willing to give the blood, like especially with the tension in the room and JJ being kind of reluctant. He pulled his arm away and then Wedge taking a moment to evaluate before acting. I felt like I had to make the decision of like, how can we ease the tension while also giving each of them time to decide whether or not they're going to follow through. So I decided to offer up my blood first in hopes of basically achieving that objective, which I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like the first sacrifice. It's like, yeah.
So I think that's a good answer, and I can give you Hunter for it, but I have one follow-up question.
Yeah.
What was going through his head at that moment? Was he scared, or was he like, I guess, what was he thinking?
So it's a mix of like, I think JJ put it really well, like, God, I hope this is clean.
Yeah.
But also thinking like just everything that we had discovered so far and knowing what's waiting for me back home, I was just like, I need to get home. Like, we're clearly like in way over our heads, and even though I'm afraid of what could happen from like a dirty blade or something, like I think that the overall objective of just survival kind of superseded that initial emotional reaction.
Okay, I like that. And Roy has someone waiting for him at home, right?
He has like multiple people, but yeah.
Okay. I'll give you Hunter roll. You may roll 1d100.
Thank you.
So that's a 59.
Yeah, I just stored it.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I was thinking.
Yeah, Jake, if you want to go next, you can.
Yeah, I don't really know if any of these would be super applicable to me this session, but I'm thinking. I was thinking about number 2, sort of, when JJ met Kathaka, I believe her name is pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of opened to his eyes that everyone that he's really met so far, other than Ormat, has been really, well, firstly, they weren't able to speak English, and then secondly, they didn't seem that well educated. But she kind of changed his perspective a little bit. That's why he was kind of asking, like, if she was from outside of this valley and if she was kind of an outsider, because the Geth, he didn't really have a hold in high regard, but her kind of speaking English, her ability to, well, she's read a lot of books and learned, it's kind of shifted his at least initial view of the Geth so far. Like, maybe these are not just all savages and bumbling idiots. Maybe there's a bit more to them. Maybe they're actually being manipulated. Well, they are being manipulated, but this kind of goes to show that, like, we shouldn't just wipe out everybody if something turns.
we should try and take a more strategic approach. But yeah, his relationship and conversation with her kind of changes perspective on the Geth in general.
I think that is a much better suited answer for the first one. Has your character experienced any personal growth or change?
Yeah.
And I'll give you a hunch roll.
D100. 26. I'll keep.
Pretty good roll. Morrison.
I think the more weird things that us three go through, the closer we're getting. And I think like I like want in my head canon to like push for the three of us to like have a really good relationship. And I think Ralph is like knows he's a little out of his depth, and like this isn't a like, oh, we're moving up a bombed out hill, or like go take this control point. This is a different operation, and like he needs a lot more skills than just go and smash him kind of thing. So I want to say that the relationships, like even the little things of like Hudner and I like talking in the Jeep, or joking about like Roy going to like with Kafka, but then he's like, I'm married. Like I think those little instances are really helping the interpersonal connection. I think he's like kind of scared for that to become more. He like wants that, but he also is like nervous because like that just makes it all the harder when he like has to like bury someone.
Okay. I was a little on the fence up until you said that. I think that's a really good like introspective into Ralph's mentality. And I think you are building, especially because I think last session Roy was being a bit of an idiot and shooting a bazooka and shit. But I think so during this time you guys have shared some moments and you're kind of building those interpersonal relationships is good, but especially the fact that you're saying like, or describing how or why he's like afraid of like allowing that, like maybe he has some walls, is pretty interesting.
Thanks. I'm trying to figure out how to RP effectively like emotional stagnation, or not stagnation, but like constipation, or like pushing. Like how do you like, you know, like your dad, or like the quintessential dad moment of like almost cries but then pats the kid on the back, you know? Like how do you RP that? So I'm trying to figure that out.
I think what you just said and like is pretty spot on, and it's like how you have your headspace with him. I think it's pretty good, pretty interesting.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, because I think he's definitely like wanting you guys to be like, it's like good, but like the closer he gets to people that he's seen before, the more they either die or it's just really difficult to deal with everyone. So I think he, especially with how cold or like how rigid he is, and then now it's like he can't be that rigid because he's seeing that things are a lot more nuanced in this situation. Like I literally was thinking the whole time, I'm like, I just want to shoot her. I just want to shoot her in the fucking face. Like the whole time I'm like, what if we just kill him? What if we just burn the house down? What if we just shoot him? And I'm like, I'm pretty like that just feels also kind of like real. It's me. And I like, as John just sometimes I just want to pull the trigger on the shotgun. Like, rather than negotiating sometimes. But I also think that this is a fair assumption for Ralph's thought process too. It's like he's getting more antsy with all of the strange and also specifically dangerous shit and armaments we've seen. And then now it's like an injustice and a ethical violation, and now I'm just like, he's like, even whenever he suggested, what if we just bomb them? We just bail, say what's going on, and we vaporize them. Like sometimes, I don't know, that's the easy way out, and it's like the normal way out that he's had, and I think that this is not that, you know?
Yeah.
So That's where he's at.
You can roll for your hunch roll.
Okay.
I also have a bonus question while you're doing that
Okay.
for JJ.
Ooh.
Ralph mentioned something. I'm just kind of curious, like you're like inside JJ's thoughts. Ralph mentioned something about it's hard to bury someone that you gotten close with, and I'm curious like how JJ feels, because I think he's lost a few people too that he couldn't save.
Yeah. I will say that he does keep the dog tags of the people that he wasn't able to save. So this situation that they're in, what it's leading towards, he's pretty uncertain, and JJ doesn't want to have to, well, be unable to, should I say, to save more people.
Okay. I was curious just like his psychology around that too. If he feels like that would be another loss if he lost one of them.
Yeah, I will say that he's been in this platoon for about a month, and this mission is nothing like he's ever been on. So he's kind of growing with the characters on something that he's never experienced, and he's learning along with them. So I would say it would mean, yeah, it definitely would mean something to him if like any of this crew would pass away.
Okay. Morrison, go ahead and roll your D100.
65. Ugh.
Is that right?
I might put it in my search. My search right now is a 41, so I might bump that to a 42.
Okay. Go ahead and bump that up. And that is the official end of our session.
Damn. All right. Are you guys gonna eat the Korean man?
I'm eating him right now.
I don't think Ralph's above it. Like I think
JJ's
terrifyingly
not
enough.
gonna do it. I don't think.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
What, Ralph could do it though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think it depends how much we gotta eat.
Yeah.
For me.
I think it's a 60-40. I think 60 he would be not fine with it, but he would do it. Cause he's done some heinous shit and seen some heinous shit. And I think cannibalism is like pretty up there in the bad things, but I don't know.
I feel like on JJ's perspective, once you cross that line of cannibalism, it's just something, well, obviously you can't go back, but it's just some moral boundary that he can't do.
That's true.
You have been listening to Beneath the Veil, an esoteric horror podcast brought to you by Rolled Narratives. There is more to this story, and if you'd like to find out what happens next, then stay tuned at your own risk. Because remember, knowledge is dangerous, the darkness consumes, and the more you learn about what lies beyond, the faster you just might
unravel.